Well, hello everybody. Welcome back for another installment of How to Use GoReact. This one is going to be about setting up your GoReact website essentially for supervision. So if you're a supervisor, then you might want to set up a separate class and you'll be the instructor for that class. And let me show you how I did it. And you may want to do that, or you may want to involve it as part of your class or something along those lines. So again, you all remember how to log in. Remember that you've already created this address and log in for yourself. This is going to take a second. So the first thing you're going to come over here is under the courses pull down. Go ahead and create. What I did is I went ahead and created a course. Okay, so when you create this course, I called mine, and you can see it right over here on the left-hand side. I called it KHO UAF Supervision. So this semester, I only have a couple students that I'm supervising, so it's going to be a little easier for me than it might be for you if you have a number of different students. Now, on the elementary side, Diane, I believe, has created a kind of a bubble shell, a shell for you all to do your supervision in. But once you get into this, creating the assignment is pretty much the same for everybody. So I'll go ahead and let you watch that. Okay? So again, I created the course. I called this KHO UAF Supervision. So now you want to invite the users. So the invite users are over here on the little 3 tab, the little 3 dots, and we're going to invite our users. Because we have so few students that we supervise, the easier way to do this is right here under the email address. So you type in their email address right here. And then you choose the role. So you could have a couple different roles. First of all, for your student that you're actually supervising, that would be presenter. Okay, and then you just hit the invitation for that role. Now you can see that this got kicked back because it's not an actual email address. But if it had been an actual email address, that would have gone through to that student. Now the other thing you can do is also create a place for the mentor teacher to review these supervision pieces. With this caveat, if you just have one place for all your supervision, your mentor teachers are going to be able to see all of your mentees, all of the folks that are under your supervision umbrella. So if you're concerned about privacy or issues like that, what I suggest is rather than create one course for supervision, you could create a separate supervision course for each of your students. So if you want your mentors to review that, if you don't want your mentors to review, then of course all of the students could be in the same spot. And it's okay if students are in there because most of your observations are going to be private and they won't be able to see each other. But the role of the reviewer is different, and they will be allowed to see each of these students that you're observing. So it's up to you, and I don't think there's any privacy issues. It's not a big deal because we are professionals and we're doing this to help our students. So that's the way to invite people into your group. Okay. Now, as in this course, of course, then you're going to create the assignment. And the assignment can be simply observation 1. Okay, and again, I would create a standard observation. I would make it private. You can leave the availability date and the due date blank. If you leave them blank, they're going to kind of always be open until the course closes. I go ahead and usually start an availability date, though. Typically, the day that I'm making it is when I would do that. Okay. Because it's supervision, it could be a non-graded assignment. This multiple cameras feature, I don't understand it completely, but let me share with you what I do know. If you click multiple cameras, you can go back and videotape the conference that you had with your student while the observation is going on. If you don't click it, then all you have is one particular video, one camera that's recording this particular session. Okay. I usually create a marker set or have a marker set. The marker sets I've already created, and I would probably use my ATCAT marker set. The ATCAT marker set that I use has academic content language when they're using that, um, monitoring learning, feedback, verbal comments, nonverbal comments, and management. Now, of course, if you're doing it for a STOT observation, you could pick a set of marker sets or make a set of marker sets for yourself. And the way to do that is to go to new marker set, and the new marker set could be particular things that you want to watch out for that are included in the STOT. Okay, you could also link them to the InTask standards, to the 4 main things in InTask, and work through it that way. But the marker set allows you to essentially evaluate this with a single click rather than having to write a whole sentence for each of these particular things that you want to observe. Because of this observation, I typically leave rubric and attachments and things like that empty. If you want to write some directions, you certainly can. You would do that here in recording instructions. Okay, but basically that's all you have to do. You've created that assignment. So that assignment is observation 1, observation 2, observation 3, however many observations you have. Understand that this then is a video that the student is going to record, and he or she is going to put it into GoReact for you to watch. If you are watching it, then you would send that video to the student so that he could upload it into this shell so that you can make your observations there. So that not observations, but rather your reflections and feedback to the students there. Again, let's recap. Make a course that's called Supervision. Create an assignment or create assignments. Realizing that if you invite your mentors, they could see all of the folks in this particular set of supervisees that you have. Thank you, and I look forward to the next one.